Hi guys, this is Ross of Red River. Hey, I want to talk to you today about drainage. This is something that's not often on your mind when it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day like today. But when the rain starts pouring and the water starts running and it starts coming inside your house, backing up in your garage, it gets to be really important really quick. And just because you've had a drainage system installed, it doesn't mean you can forget it. The drainage systems need to be properly maintained. You need to look at them from time to time. We're going to show you a few things today that you need to look at, that you need to be aware of as part of general home maintenance to keep your drainage system operating the way it should be, taking that water away from your house. So come with me and let's take a look at a few things. Okay, let's talk about gutter drains for a second. A lot of our clients and a lot of you have got your gutters piped out underneath the ground, out into the landscape, ran down to a creek, a pond, wherever. But just having that thing piped out is pretty useless, and it'll actually work against you if you don't maintain the opening where that drains out. We've got a gutter right over there at the corner of the house. It pipes out and it comes down to this spot. Now right now, it's not a big problem, it's just got a few leaves over it. What you should be looking for in the yard, if we've done your gutters, if you've got a single outlet, we'll use a round green basin grate like this. You may be able to see this one here, but that's what we've got right here in the lawn. That gutter comes down here and drains out. We just want to make sure that that thing is maintained properly. We're going to show you maintenance on how to do maintenance on one of those in just a second. Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit about how to maintain the different types of drainage boxes and outlets, inlets that you're going to see on your property to keep that drainage system working properly. Here's an example right here. Got a gutter drain right back here. It's being properly maintained in the yard. The grate's nice and clean. You can just pop that grate off, see down in there, and see what needs to be taken out. Typically what you're gonna have on these gutter drains that are draining a lot of roof like this, if you have a shingle roof especially, the grit off your shingles, dust, and things like that, it's made to build up in the bottom of this box. Your pipe's coming in here. It's made to let that silt fall down in there, and it'll get built up in here pretty rapidly with a lot of rains, especially if there's a lot of dust and things like that. Hailstorms cause a lot more grit to come off, so you're going to want to check it there too. Because if this builds up into here, the grit builds up into here, then it'll start building back up into the pipe, and you'll eventually have a stopped up basin and a stopped up pipe, and you'll have a non-functioning drainage system there. And it's not from not being properly installed, it's just from a lack of proper maintenance. Easiest way to maintain these boxes, just with a little scraper, a little trowel, something like that. Get down in there and scrape that out, remove it. Just word to the wise, wouldn't stick my bare hand down in these boxes full of mud, or piece of broken glass. There can be most anything down in the bottom of these, so do use some type of tool and pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to have a hurt finger from trying to do maintenance on your drainage boxes. We're going to look at a couple other things here. These are some bigger area basins you probably see. This is referred to as a 12 by 12. It's 12-inch square. This is a 9 by 9. Just showing you a little bit about what's in the ground. There's different adapters for different size pipes. This lets us allows us to attach a 3-inch or 4-inch pipe to this side, and either a 6-inch or 8-inch pipe to this side if we want to. These come off, they're modular. It gives us a lot of flexibility in designing our drainage systems. When we install these, we drill holes in the bottom of these and perforate these bottoms, and then we encase them in an envelope of clear rock, so that after a rain event, they drain out. They don't become a mosquito nursery for you in your landscape. So if that's something you're dealing with, easy way to solve that is to drill some holes in there to let that excess water weep out later after the rain event. So that's a couple of things on those. And then some areas in your landscape are typically on hardscape, around pool decks, driveway approaches, sometimes sidewalks. You're going to have a channel drain like this. Now, all you're typically going to see on this channel drain is the top, because this is probably going to be encased in concrete, pavers, stone, something around the bottom. So these are made to take water in and flow away to a pipe. These are also highly susceptible to getting clogged up because they're taking water right off the surface, so they can fill up with mud. Typically these are screwed down with the grates, so you remove the screws, pop the grates out, and you can power wash these out, scrape them out, get them running free, then reinstall your grates. So those are just a few quick tips on maintaining your drainage systems, because just because you have a drainage system doesn't mean it's going to work properly if it's not maintained. If you do maintain it, it'll last you a long time, do a good job for you. If you need help with drainage, as far as maintenance, installation, anything to make your property better, give us a call down at Red River at 903-739-2365.